squid. So harvesting the last of the peas. Some of these have dried, which is great. So I'm going to dry them all out, and that means I'm going to have a monumental amount of pea seeds for the next probably 4 years. Probably give some to friends as well. These peas were so tasty. There was like some of, like, look how big. Ooh. Oh no! Uh-oh. I spilt them all. Ah, oh, come on. Yeah, I just picked them all up, and I'm gonna have probably loads of peas just growing everywhere next year randomly because of how much I've dropped and how much they grew. But like, look at this pea to this pea head. That's a monumental pea. I've now torn all these peas down, and I've put some of it on this raised bed just to kind of keep the bed covered whilst there's nothing there, just to try and keep the wildflowers not growing too much in the beds. I need to mulch everything as well. Bank holiday Monday's coming up, so I think I'm going to do an early one that day. I've got like a monumental amount of tasks to do, and obviously we can't make mountains out of a molehill, so it's going to be bit by bit. There's lots of stuff coming to seed, so I need to collect seeds like my sweet peas. I've got some nigellas to collect as well, and yeah, start planning for the next year and start trying to mulch stuff. I'm gonna have to try and get some manure at some point. I'm gonna try and just like manure and then plant on top of the manure rather than getting compost and stuff. I think I might do it that way next year. I'm just gonna film little bits by bits every time I'm here and probably collate it all in 1 month. But I know Monday, when it comes to Bank Monday, that's gonna be a big one. So I'm just like trying to collect some hollyhock seeds. There are so many. I'm gonna have to do this another day when I need to go get some envelopes to put all of these seeds in. They're so cute. They're really cute looking seeds. Like, look at them. They're like little flat discs. I'm probably gonna have a lot of hollyhocks growing next year. Maybe a bit too many. They're very tall. It's so tall. It's taller than me. That's how tall it's grown. But I might sprinkle some over here and see if it grows. I'm going to sprinkle some right here. Like that. Hello, welcome back to my channel. How are you doing? Hope you're having a good day, good week, whatever, blah, 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 blah. I probably have put videos before this or maybe after us, who knows. But anyway, today is a bank holiday Monday, so it's Mega Monday at the allotment, and I've just got so much to do today. I have like written so much list. Look at this list. It's not like I need to do today list. It's like just jobs I need to do eventually. So I need to get through that. Mega Monday, bank holiday. We're going to get stuck into action. If that even sentences correctly. I have no idea. But yeah, we're going to get stuck on into it. I lose track of time when I'm here. And also I've been really enjoying just getting on with things and doing it on my own with no pressure of filming it. But I think it'd be quite nice if I do it in kind of monthly chunks, and then it's not so much pressure. So, but I'm gonna do today, Mega Monday, allotment doings, and bring you all with me. Happy bank holiday. I hope you have had a nice bank holiday. The weather's not great, but it's actually really good gardening weather, so I'm super excited. Yeah, let's get right into it. I think the first thing I'm going to do is clear up this mess. I chopped down more of the tree up there because it was growing out towards that allotment and towards the back allotment. So I'm going to just take all the leaves off so I can use that and put that in the compost. And then all of the sticks are going to go added onto the dead hedge that I have in the allotment. But yeah, this is something I need to sort out. There's probably a bit more of the tree I need to cut down too, but I could save that for another day. Just need to get this mess done and out the way. Okay, I've cleared up this mess. Got a lovely pile of lease next to the greenhouse, but I think there is still more to do. I cut a lot down and like hid it behind the greenhouse, so I'm gonna have to get that. I've kept like relatively bigger, chunkier things because I'm using them as path edging, so I'm gonna keep that so I can layer up the path edging and make that look nice, because there's still a few more bits to do. So I'm gonna cut up a bit more, and then we can start layering it onto the dead hedge, and it's probably gonna double the size of it, which will be really cool. Okay, now I have got my sticks, twigs, dead tree, literally. I can just add it on into the already dead hedge. Oh. Over time, the twigs are kind of compressed, so it will always get shorter and shorter. So I can always kind of keep adding to it until it is there. I have finally finished the cutscene. Whoa, what am I looking at? There we go. Finally finished the dead heading, which took a lot longer than I kind of expected. It always does. It always does. So now I need to check what's next on the to-do list, because I got a bit sidetracked and removed all the sticks that were here, and I think I'll use them maybe for like bug hotels and also building up the borders, because I kind of want, you see these like border edgings made out of sticks, don't know where my hand is, I kind of want them to not just be like one twig, you know. I want them to have, where I kind of kick them all the time, not very good, I kind of want them to be like a dead hedge where it's kind of built up, you know, a little bit, and you notice it. I'm way off camera here trying to do something at the same time. Yeah, I want it to be built up so you kind of notice that that is an edging of a border, and the only way to do that is with loads of sticks, so I'm gonna have to do that. But yeah, I think also I need to tidy up this geranium Roxanne. I love this geranium. It is gone crazy here and taking up all of this border, which I love and also need to manage at the same time. So I could take some like cuttings and move them over to other places, which would be really nice, maybe like at the front of the plot. But yeah, let's see what's next on my to-do list that I can tackle. So I could take that one off. Whee! Let's get you down. It's like wasps and bees just always get stuck in this greenhouse. Guys, you need to learn to not get stuck in this greenhouse. Right, so okay, I can sort tree off cuts. Tick that off. We've got move gooseberries. I could do that. I can move the curry plant. Plant the rhubarb. I can do that. So I'm going to do that. Move the other bits. Okay, finally moved gooseberries over. Took me a while because I had I took some of my frustrations out on next door's plot, the abandoned one. Well, it's not abandoned, I shouldn't say that, it's just they couldn't handle it and now nobody's taking it, so it's been left, and I guess that is abandoned, but I don't know, nobody wants to take on. So I took some frustration out and like, see all this bramble, I cut all of it, well not all of it, as much as I can, right at the bottom. So I'm just going to let it die off, which will keep it shaded so nothing more should grow, but then it will die and go back into the compost. And I was like trying to pull out some of the longer bindweeds. I've revealed this raspberry, which I will dig out and move a little bit just because it's just too close to the pathway and you know it's going to do better somewhere else. But I've moved the gooseberries all in a line, ready to be trained. So this is going to get trained into a fence along the pathway to kind of edge this. A little bit of a spiky fence, so nobody could get through eventually. So it took me a lot longer because, yeah, I was tackling this plot, which seems like a bit of wasted energy, but it's going to benefit me in the long run because all these a blackberry like canes, yeah, blackberry canes keep coming over onto my plot, and it's really starting to, you know, tip me off a little bit. So I thought I'd try and do that and get rid of it a little bit, and maybe it might look a little bit more appealing to someone to take it on. I like beg someone to take this on. I'm gonna have a little bit of a tea break. I will then, I think, try and tidy up some of this geranium Roxanne and maybe try and take some cuttings to move it. I also need to split the carex that's at the front because that has grown mega monuendo. It's grown a bit too much over here, so I need to split that. I see my friends will want it. Yeah, so we'll get through the list a little bit and we'll see, have a little tea break and then see what the next job is. So I'm going to try and tame some of this beast. I'm not so mad about it coming this way. I think it's just when it's like going that way is where I want to be like, okay, let's not go that way. There's also forget-me-nots under here that are growing underneath all of its growth. So I'm just going to try and cut it back a little bit. There's so many honeybees here as well. So many honeybees. That's how much is growing. Wow, okay. I've cut back some of the Roxanne. The other plants behind it can finally breathe a bit better. I'm going to try and keep it relatively bushy and short and towards the front instead of letting it do its own thing, which would be nice if I had the space, but I don't. So I kind of want to fix my pond number 2. There's been a hole in it and it never fills up right to the top, and I kind of would like it to fill up to the top, you know, because it's a pond and it should probably do that. So I've brought some pond silicone to try and fill up the hole, so I might do that, which means emptying it and then try to give it a go. Maybe let's give it a go, might as well. Gotta get all this, try and get some of this green soup out, which I feel bad for all the pond dippers, pond skippers, whatever you want to call them, because they're all on it. But there's so many of them. Let's hit that off before it gets clogged up with. Okay, I've drained it. I've got my silicone, and I don't know if this is the main reason why it's not filling up, but it's the only reason I can think of. I'm really doing a box job of it, but I don't know how else to do it. So I'm hoping it will be fixed. The pond will actually fill up to full capacity, which would be very lovely. So I think that's covered it. We will let that dry and then we can fill it back up and see if that has fixed it and if it will hold all the water, because that would be very nice if that happened. This curry plant is being overthrown by the sage. I've cut back the sage to stop it, but it needs its own space, so I need to move it. I'm not too sure where to put it, whether just to move it like to the end. Now I'm going to pick it. I haven't actually thought this through. It's finished flowering now, so. Oh, hello.
Hi YouTube.
It is.
Hi YouTube.
Lucy.
Alina's currently digging a bed and she's doing a great job of it. I'm encouraging her to take no dig measures though, but obviously when you start out with bed it's very important to dig it first. Excuse the plastic bottle, and I haven't got that. I'm going to go and harvest my water from the end. Yeah.
Cool.
Exciting. You didn't think that this was going to happen today on Alina's YouTube channel.
Surprise.
An interview with me.
An interview.
Surprise. Just move back a little bit because I'm
True.
currently we're kind of cropping out of your
I look way taller than
photography
you.
101, huh?
I look way taller than you.
Well, that's good, isn't it?
I look really funny like this. There are so many seeds to collect today, so it's gonna be quite a nice chill one. And I'm gonna start collecting. The name's always escaped from my head. The name's completely gone from my head. I don't know what's going on there. So I'm just collecting all these seeds. I've also got sweet pea seeds to get. What else is there? There's definitely a few bits that needs doing. There's so many seeds. I think all of these are just gonna grow back next year. There's so many like heads on the floor, so chances of them growing back again, highly. Carrots grass has got to be split because it's getting too big. Look at that beast of a carrot's grass. Crikey. That is a lot. Made that much of a hole. Look at the difference it's made. Wow. I'm going to split this up, give it away to people. I might put like a teeny tiny bit by pond number 2. But I did it because this happens and there's not a lot of space for it by pond number 2 to do this. My hair looks so funny. I managed to split what I can up, but my god, that took forever. So now I'm just gonna go and pop it in my water bath just to keep it alive, and then if people want some, they can come and get it. I'm collecting hollyhock seeds and I've already filled up one envelope and it just doesn't seem to end. All of these seeds, there are so many seeds, and I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to grow them from seed. I mean, I can grow them from seed, it's just I've never successfully grown any from seed, but I mean that is how they start. What I am worried about is all of the seeds that I've dropped on the floor will germinate and I'm just gonna have a ton of hollyhocks growing everywhere next year, which not hugely mad at, but it's going to take up a lot of space. Did so many hollyhock seeds and there are so many more on that plant and I don't even think I can collect them all. They're not Pokemon. I can't collect them all. There's too many. There's so many.